Hi, my name is Miss Yadira. I was having problems with my daughter. I'm a single mother, and I pretty much raised my daughter to my hip, meaning that everything I do, I have my daughter with me. We had a very, very close relationship, and I very, very much was focused on that. But I noticed that within time, as she was getting older, around 16, I was starting having problems with her. And it started verbally. It started with her just talking back to me, something that I was not used to. Inside, it was becoming upsetting, because then we would have more arguments, then to the point that they were slamming the doors in the room. It was just totally different from the relationship that I was used to having with her. My fear was seeing what I've been seeing and what I experienced in my life, which I see is the generational curse of us being single parent. And knowing that in this world, when you out there, what comes before you is distractions. And especially she was 16. So then I'm thinking, oh my God, if she starts dating guys, then it's going to be in a way what will happen to me, end up being a single mother. So that was my biggest fear, seeing the same curse that I see my mom go through at a young age. My mom was a single mom at 17. Then I was a single mother at 20.
Hello, my name is Kiyari. I am 18 years old. Everything started for me when I was about 15 years old. So first, before then, I got delivered from pornography at the age of 13, but I was still facing problems internally. I still felt empty. I still felt depressed. So I wasn't completely delivered. So what really got worse for me is when I hit the age of 17 last year, I got into a relationship with a boy that I thought I was in love with. And he said he would take care of me, do things for me. But even in that relationship, we'll have arguments. It would be very mentally and verbally abusive. And I wouldn't tell my mom. I would go sneak out during the day, be with the person all day. I didn't have no value. I started to lose value in myself. Even with school, I started kind of to put that to the side and really hide from my mom. And I felt shameful what I was doing, because I also knew at the time I was going to the church, and I knew I was still doing things wrong. And I wanted to change, but it was so hard. I had that spirit that was in me, the promiscuity, the sexual immorality that was really strong within me. And I was trying to get rid of it, because it was like another addiction, adding on to more problems, because I would still go through breakups and feel the sadness and the depression. I would hide in my room. I would cry in my pillow. When my mom is not there, I just felt so alone and misunderstood.
The worst moment for me is when I caught her trying to bring a boy in the house. I caught her downstairs in the lobby. So it didn't happen, but she thought I was going to work. And I just had a mother intuition. Something told me to go back. Even though I was running late to work, I didn't care. And then I caught her in the lobby with the young guy. And I'm saying to myself, you trying to be slick to bring this person in our home.
And she told me to go upstairs, and I had got so angry with my mom, because I felt I can do what I want to do. And I even was arguing with my mom. I felt to the point that I was going to even fight my mom. And at the same time, I was like, what is wrong with me? I would never do that. But it was the spirit in me wanted to be angry and backlash against my mom, when she wasn't the problem. It was what I was doing. I felt really misunderstood and lost in my faith. And I felt I was really far from God. I know that God had done so much for me and my family and me and my mom. And then I still felt lost and confused, because also I was confused with my sexuality as well. And I felt the whole world was on my shoulders and against me.
As being part of the church and doing my purposes, and I was doing my chain of prayer. I was anointing her while she was sleeping.
I received deliverance on Friday, on the Friday chain of prayer. And I released everything. Everything came out of me. And then I knew there's a new light in me. I knew something was different about me that day. And then also coming Wednesdays, to really taking Wednesdays seriously, because I was already coming to the church, but I wasn't really taking it seriously. I was being another person filling the seat. when I really started seeking and doing the fast, the 40 days, and also they had the Golden Conference and I went with my mom, I poured out my whole self to God. I said, this is who I am. And I want you to bring a new light in me. Like, I want to be a new Kiyari. And then that same Sunday, November 22nd, that's when I received the Holy Spirit. I received joy, the peace that I was like missing, and the love that I really was looking for outside. God gave it to me inside of me.
I see a complete change around. I saw her doing chores, doing things in the house that I didn't have to ask for. I was even coming home to dinners from work, and I was just like, okay, even she was taking part of services on her own. She was coming after school. I would just see her go to church, or she'll text me, Mom, I'm in church, I'm in a service, I'll be home at X, Y, and Z. So the trust was starting to build up again. The communication was starting to build up again. My daughter today is, I don't have no words, just how grateful I am to see her being a young woman and not only being a great daughter to me, but also giving her life completely to God. And even now she's serving God on the altar. She's a youth leader. She participates in a lot of things in the church. So it's just things that I don't have to ask her to do, she do. And I'm just so grateful.
Today, I am a new Kiyari. I am baptized with the Holy Spirit, serving God, and I am closer with my mom than ever before. Like, we can joke, we can laugh together, we don't argue, get into fights. I'm not rebellious towards her. I'm very respectful towards her, and we are serving God together. So we are a family that prays together and stays together, and it's a happy home.